Yeah, baby, day 5. Keep it going, baby, yeah! So, number 1, got my Cubs championships hat in. Go Cubs! And thanks, Dad, he got this for me. Appreciate it, really like it a lot. And the thing I want to touch on today is mental attitude. Because I'm getting all these different books on how to be successful in business and life and the things you should be doing. And the vast majority of the information I'm consuming is about mindset and attitude and the psychology of success. And I think back to when I was a young kid playing sports, and even as I grew up, started playing when I was 4 or 5 years old, and even played college athletics. And all the way through that, you always hear the game is 80% mental and only 20% physical. So you start to think, okay, if it's 80% mental and 20% physical, shouldn't I be focusing 80% of my time on the mental game and the psychology of achieving my outcomes in this game? And that makes sense, right? But then as we get into the business world, I don't know that we put the same emphasis on mindset and the psychology of success. A lot of us, at least in my experience, I got into business and you start focusing on the mechanics of success. What are the things you have to do? And certainly activity's a huge part of it, right? I think similar to the concept of 80% mental, 20% physical in sports, you have this concept of 80% mental and psychological and 20% mechanical once you get into business. And I've started to recognize that people who have been extremely successful in business, and I certainly don't count myself as an expert in business success or the psychology of business success, but just my observations and the books that I've read, the podcasts I've listened to, and the YouTube videos I've paid attention to, my virtual mentors, my in-person mentors. You talk to them and you listen and you absorb the information that they're sharing with you and their thoughts on tips and for success. And you realize that their differentiator was the fact that they had their psychology mastered. They could do the same thing that any other business owner or entrepreneur could do from a mechanical standpoint, but the reason they took themselves to an entirely new level of success, of societal success with their business, was because they understood how to run their own mind. They understood that their thoughts were so powerful that once they started to be focused and tactical and very strategic with the way that they thought and the psychology of the things they were doing, they were able to take themselves and propel themselves forward even further than most people could without having that aspect of their entrepreneurial business game. And I was thinking about it also in the sense of the Cubs, right? So the Cubs just won the World Series, and they had the rain delay. And after the game, after the Cubs won, they talked to some of the players, and they said, what did you say in the clubhouse during the rain delay? And the thing that all of the players who were interviewed said was, we got together, one of us was a leader and said, guys, and just reminded us, guys, we know who we are. We know why we're here tonight. We know we can play well. We know our attitude's right, get our mindset right, start to believe that we're meant to win this game because we are. And you start to think about the fact that all of those players out there on both teams are professional athletes, right? They have the physical ability. So what sets one team apart from another when you get down to the nitty-gritty of it, of competition in a game like that? It's mentality, it's attitude. Not just thinking one time that we can do it, but continually thinking and believing and putting your psychology and mental attitude behind your actions, behind your physicality to be able to achieve those outcomes. And I think it's the same in business. We can read books all day long on the mechanics of business success. How do you operate? What are the things you should be doing? But until we really master our own minds and our own thoughts and become consciously aware of the things we're telling ourselves on a regular, consistent basis, we're not going to put ourselves in the best possible position to achieve the results we want. So I think my thought with this is, for anyone who's paying attention, master your mindset. Start to understand that your thoughts are way more powerful than you've ever thought before. Even if you're a person that believes in mental attitude and the psychology of success, start to double down on that, even triple down on understanding psychology and your mindset and how humans, just generally speaking, operate. Because as soon as you can master your mind, you will start to more effectively master your business. And it's a work in progress for me too. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm successful by any stretch of the means, but I know where I'm going. I have plans and goals in place, and I'm working towards it. So if you want to work towards it with me, stay paying attention to this. Give me some feedback. What would be helpful to listen to? What would be helpful to learn about? And I'm going to keep grinding out. I'm going to keep working hard and sharing the things I'm paying attention to and learning, because I think the more we can share value with one another, the better off we are. The better off we are as individuals. More importantly, the better off we are as a community and as a society. So let's keep grinding, hustle, work hard, find a way to get it done. Get your mind right, baby. Day 5 in the books.